Hey, what's up, guys? This is Libra. I need to make this video to put down my stance about politics today. And when I talk about politics, I'm not just referring to the politicians that are in charge of said country. I'm including the political correctness spectrum that is being pushed and still being forced in some parts of the world, and I'm sick and tired of it. I'm going to get the politics out of the way, the real life politics, because unlike a lot of YouTubers, I'm not going to shy away from this. I'm going to say this up front. Whether you vote Democrats or Republicans, or you vote liberal or conservative, I don't think it should matter what you choose to vote for in the end, because it is your choice. However, this has to be said. If you're voting for a party that is oppressing you and is doing everything in their power to take away your freedom of expression and your freedom of speech and your freedom of thought, it is time people stand up and say, we've had enough of this bullshit. Okay? I'll give you a very good example in Canada right now. The Liberals are pushing bills that nobody asked for. They keep ramming through these bills like Bill C-11 and Bill C-18 and now Bill C-21. If you don't know how bad Bill C-11 and 18 is, go look up videos. I don't have time to talk about them individually because I want to make another point about the other side of political side. They're bad. Let me just put it to you that way. They're taking away our freedom of press, freedom of speech and expression, and now our right to bear arms with Bill C-21. I am sick and tired of this shit. I am so furious that we had to deal with this shit for almost goddamn fucking 10 years. I am so fucking sick and tired of this shit. I wish people would have woke the fuck up and stopped voting these liberals in for Canada, because look how terrible the state is. There's so many people ending up being homeless now because of the politics that we voted for. And inflation's going up, and violent crime is getting worse in Canada. And this all stems from the fact that people in a certain province, I'm not going to say where, but they're voting for the wrong party. And because of that consequence, we have to deal with this bullshit. I am so goddamn sick and tired of it. I am so sick and tired of it. So, in the future, when we vote for whoever comes into office, vote smarter, guys. That's the end of the story. Vote smarter. Vote for the party that's trying to fight to get your rights back. Vote for those people. That's all I gotta say on that front. And my small message to the liberals is, you gotta stop pushing your narratives onto us. We are grown adults. Stop treating us like a bunch of kids. We're not going to be forced to listen to what you say or what you want us to see or believe. We don't want this shit. And I'll tell you this for a fact. When one of those bills that try and force algorithms down our throat comes, I'm going to find a Tor or a VPN. I'm not putting up this garbage. And nobody else that didn't ask for this is going to put up with this shit either. We are tired of this. End of story. I don't know how bad the political spectrum is in America, but I have been talking to a lot of people in America, and they say that Joe Biden is a fucking joke and he needs to go. If that's the case, then I agree. He should not be in office. Heck, if my memory is correct, didn't this guy fall asleep? What's a president doing that falls asleep doing in office? This guy should be on retirement. Anyways, I'm not gonna try and get heated for too much longer in the video because I feel like it's not really a point to getting angry and staying angry about this point. I just needed to point this fucking shit out because I am so sick and tired of it. I want this negativity out of this world gone. I want it to be demolished. I want some peace around here. When I'm talking about the political side, we need peace. We need a new reform of government. Now let's talk about... Yes, I have to talk about it. Political correctness or woke politics. I have to discuss it because it's getting really bad. It's so bad that Paramount, the guys that created South Park, are censoring episodes in Canada. You want a good example? That episode where Stan's dog, we learned that he's gay, it was removed. It's been completely taken out of Canada. Can't watch it anymore. I don't understand this. What was about the episode that was so offensive? If anybody knows about Steve the gay guy, I had no issue with him. Okay? He was funny. And the message talked about saying it's okay to be gay and to accept what sexual preference you like. There was nothing wrong with it. There was a very beautiful message at the end of the episode. And if anything, by removing this episode, this is sending a very dangerous precedent to a group that just wants to be accepted for who they are. I'm okay with that. What I'm not okay with is this toxic cesspool that doesn't even support the media that they complain about, is pushing this narrative down our throats to cater to them because they feel something is offensive. And I, for one, am so sick and tired of it. It frustrates me to no end. Why are we catering to these special people that just get offended by anything? How are we winning by appeasing to this crowd? This is the same crowd that are they're anti-police. They think that police should be defunded. Why? Just because there's a few bad apples in the police force doesn't mean police in general are evil. Alright? I understand that there's corrupted police officers. I get that. They should not allow to be having a badge if they're not going to serve and protect the people. But we should not be trying to defund the police, because if we do, you know how much chaos is going to come out of this situation? Look at New York. Look at that state. It's a mess because there's no police. People just have to stop thinking and believing this small mob mentality that they're right all the time. They're not. And it's disgusting that It's being pushed everywhere in real life, and especially my entertainment. I don't want this narrative of, strong women are good, but strong men are evil. Men are pigs. Men are useless. Men cannot do anything right. Men are this. Men are that. I am so fucking sick and tired of this shit. I'm angry. And I hope everybody that watches this video has common sense and gets angry with me, because I, for one, am so sick and tired of it. I really didn't want to make a video about this, but I have to vent my feelings and frustrations about this, because it's being pushed more and more every day. And I am so sick and tired of it. I am so sick and tired of it. Something needs to change around here. We need to make laws banning this wrong think mentality on the internet and in the real world. We can't have this bullshit, because if this continues, then humanity as a whole is going to die. Okay? That's a fact. The human race cannot survive this mob cult mentality, because that's what they are. They're a cult. They're trying to make you believe shit that is insane. So I want you to leave your thoughts below in the comment section about this situation, because it infuriates me. And I'm just sick and tired of media companies just bending the knee. As well, G-Bane told me that Persona 3 Reload, they're supposedly catering to the woke crowd. And if that's true, then that's terrible. If they're putting some kind of dialogue that makes the characters pander to SJWs, I don't want it. I don't want it. I'm so sick and tired of this. This has been Libra. I'm out.
Gay Al episode. That one was actually nominated for an Emmy, and a quick refresher, it's about Stan's dog Sparky running away from home because Stan won't accept Sparky being gay. So Sparky ends up discovering an animal sanctuary in South Park that's run by Big Gay Al, who fosters and takes care of animals rejected by their loved ones for their sexuality. The episode is in no way offensive towards LGBT people either. In fact, it's an episode that normalized the concept well before many first world countries even began to think about legalizing gay marriage. I mean, Big Gay Al even says his iconic line in the episode that it's okay to be gay. And ultimately, it ends with Stan accepting that Sparky is still his pet dog, even if he is a little gay. But it's a fun episode, and the creators of South Park challenged audiences when it first came out with the concept, since back in the early 2000s, the concept of being gay or whatever was largely frowned upon. So if anything, this episode was all about tolerance and accepting people who are gay, proving that just because you like a little meat in your buns or want to scissor your friends, it's not that weird and you should be accepted. Sure, the episode makes fun of gay people, but that's South Park. Everyone is subject to getting clowned on, but it's not meant to be mean-spirited.
It's Big Gay Al. Small correction there. I wasn't sure what his name was. It's Big Gay Al. My point is, it's okay to be gay. It's okay to be bisexual. It's okay to be transgender. I'm okay with that. As long as you're not harming anyone, as long as you're not trying to force your own ideologies onto people, hey, do whatever you want. Be straight, gay, bisexual, trans, whatever. It's a free country. I'm okay with that. One of my family members taught me to be acceptable of everyone, despite what they feel or what they're into.